Alright. So we just deposited some things here in the storage chest. We're going to make a trek back across the mansion. Let me just... Yep, okay, we're good. So we're going to go across the mansion and use the chemical. So because we came in the wrong way, we actually can't go back out this door. So we'll have to come through the mansion another way, which is fine. Slower, slower, slower. These guys look like they have the clown face makeup on. Okay, so he's dead. Great. So we're going to take care of a few more zombies, and then we're going to make our trek across the mansion here. Oh, nice. He bled out. Super fun. So because we're coming in this way, again, we'll unlock that door. So the game kind of gives you options as far as how you want to tackle the mansion. You just got to be careful, you know, not to die on your way across. So this chemical, when we use it, is going to give us the armor key, which is great because we actually need it to get into a ton of doors up there on that floor. I'm going to try to avoid some zombies here because I'm going to be, I'm actually hurting on ammo a little bit. Taking care of a few of these zombies that I didn't think would be a problem are actually presenting me a problem, so I'm trying to just kill this shit as much as I can. But the next journey, again, we're going to try to use the chemical, and we're also going to try to get the shotgun when we make our trek here across the mansion as well. I'm going to show you how to do that with Chris as soon as this fucking idiot gets out of my way. So we're going to go down here and grab the chemical, and I'm going to show you... Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll grab the chemical real quick. But before I do that, I think I'm actually going to grab this small key as well, because there's a couple items down the hallway here that I didn't realize I could grab. I have a key for, and I'm going to just... grab all this stuff in one little swoop. Okay, perfect. So we're down to our last fucking clip of ammo, and again, if we're really in this situation, I'm stressing a little bit because, you know, a clip of ammunition in this game doesn't get you real far, honestly. Okay. Check that. We don't have the armor key just yet. So I'm going to throw all these keys away. God, that save theme is so fucking good. Chemical. So basically the reason why I'm clearing my inventory out completely is because there's a ton of items in this room we're about to head to. So I would recommend going in there with as little stuff as possible. Of course it's chill, you know, you can do whatever the fuck you want because you have enough storage to do it. But Chris, you really have to nitpick your inventory to the max. To the absolute max. I'm a little iffy here. We're gonna be... I just wasted a shell. Come on. So I'm down to like I said, my last little bit of handgun ammunition here, and yeah, hopefully we don't fucking die because of that. So as you can see there, moving is this like plant creature, and I don't want to creep over there because it will, you know, deal damage to you, of course, but you cannot run by it. So you'll go over here and basically see that there's a water pump. I can't believe Chris does that with like all that excitement, but use the chemical here. And I remember playing this as a kid and we had the chemical. We had no idea what to do. But eventually when you start using your trial and error thought process as far as what items go to what, and you see that thing die, it's so fucking stress relieving, because this thing beats the shit out of you until you finally figure out that the chemical kills it. So here's the notorious armor key, which is going to open up a whole lot more of the mansion for us. And again, it's hard to see, but there's a bunch of herbs here on the side, so I'm going to grab as many of these as I can possibly get. So these red herbs are key essential items for the fact that you don't find a whole lot of them throughout the mansion. So what they do on their own, they're really not that useful. I mean, you can't use them individually, but what you can do is mix them with the green herb. And that's just, say, for example, a green herb heals 25% damage. Well, if you mix it with the red herb, it will now heal like 75% or 80%. So in that aspect, you want to make sure every time you find a red herb, you mix it with a green. And it also, you know, you see how much inventory space you can kind of continue to clear out as you do that. There are quite a few herb mixtures in this game. I mean, you really don't have to think too hard about this. Basically, green heals you. If you find a red, you mix it with green to get the healing effect out of it. And then, of course, there is a blue herb in the game. Now, that will heal poison damage, which happens from a few enemies in the game. Not all of the enemies will poison you. Fuck. Alright, I'm just gonna run. But you can combine all three into this like mega ultra herb, which basically will like 100% heal you and relieve poison damage and all sort of shit. So I'm going to use the mansion key real quick there, but I'm going to have to come back because, again, there's going to be a few more items in there that we're going to have to grab, and we're currently maxed out on inventory space. So I'm going to deposit a ton of this shit in here and run back. We need to go into that room specifically because there's a key item that we need to grab called the broken shotgun. Essentially what that is a shotgun item that we'll use to get the actual real shotgun. So we have 3 keys. We want the small key as well. I'll just deposit all that stuff when I get back, but so in Chris's campaign, you have to get the broken shotgun to get the real shotgun. We haven't been to that room yet, but essentially there's a placeholder of a shotgun on the wall, and when you take the shotgun, it will release this trap, and essentially you can't move on unless you place something else in the shotgun spot. So the broken shotgun, again, eventually will just become the placeholder for that item. And I fucked up, and I'm not going to be able to grab all of this stuff because I'm a fucking idiot. So there's ammunition, of course, since I have, you know, I don't have enough fucking space. I can't grab it. Man. Oh, this game is so cumbersome with Chris. It's unreal. You have to do so much fucking running around. And I absolutely have to grab that because I have no more ammunition whatsoever. But luckily we've used a lot of it to clear out the enemies, you know, to and from a lot of these hallways. So we should be in pretty good shape. So I'm going to just deposit a bunch of these items here. So we're going to deposit the broken shotgun. I'm going to get rid of this key, and we don't need that ammunition. So I'm going to run back, grab that ammo, and we're actually going to head to the other side of the mansion to start unlocking some doors with the armor key. Now, with Chris, once you get better at the game, the first playthrough or two you're going to be running around like nuts. Pretty much doing what I'm doing now is you're going to be finding a ton of items you simply can't pick up, and you're going to have to come back for a ton of this stuff. with Jill, it's not near as bad. Essentially, when you use the Jill campaign, a ton of stuff happens. It's like almost automated. In her campaign, instead of Rebecca Chambers, she'll have Barry Barton with her, and essentially he basically will just completely beat the game for you. He will basically get you the shotgun for free. You can unlock a ton of doors that Chris can't, and for the most part, he is able to solve, help you get by some puzzles, gives you some codes, ammunition, just some other shit that basically Chris just doesn't have the luxury of having. I don't know why the zombies on this room puke at you, but they rarely grab you, so I just kind of leave that one alive. I could just kind of run by it. Again, if I would have used the ammo in it, I wouldn't have any ammo for the downstairs zombies. So like usual, I'm going to run around the long way to get away from this guy. He can just hang out up here all he wants. I really don't care, but he's not going to be a nuisance to me at this point, so I'm just probably never going to fuck with him. Now we're going to go to the other hallway here to start using the armor key on a ton of these doors. What I'm hoping happens is I use the armor key on all of the armor key doors and I can just discard it straight up. So we've unlocked one door. We're going to unlock this door as well. And we're actually going to go in here. This is where we're going to find another key item. So there's this room here, and essentially there's a button in the middle. What we need to do is push these statues and cover these vents. Now, if you haven't figured it out by now, this mansion is full of fucking traps and all sorts of weird shit. And this is another trap essentially built into the mansion. So we have to cover these to basically, I guess, solve this puzzle, if you want to call it that. God, Chris, just fucking push the statue, you fucking idiot. Rebecca, come here and push the statue. Why is he not pushing it? Good grief. I mean, this isn't much of a puzzle. I mean, anybody could probably figure that out in about 10 seconds flat. So we'll press the switch. And instead of poisonous gas filling the room, it actually unveils this crest item over here. So we're going to go ahead and grab that because we're going to be on our way to another safe room visit. Jesus, I'm like tripping right now. So we'll never come back into that room ever again, which is fine with me. I believe this door is... I thought it was locked, maybe not. Alright, whatever. We're going to go back down this hallway. We're going to run into another Bravo team member here in a second, so once you use the armor key, I tend to kind of wait because we do not have the key to kind of complete this little area over here, but again, we'll just kind of check this out. What the fuck? I must have took too long. I thought there was a cutscene with him where basically you'll have to run and get him serum, but I guess maybe that doesn't happen with Chris's campaign. To be honest with you, I just don't remember. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you run into Rebecca here at one point. Huh, that's interesting that it played out that way. So there's a staircase here, and this is actually going to take us, we need a shield key to access that room. God, this motherfucker's creeping me out. So that guy was Richard. He, again, was from Bravo team. Now, it didn't specify what happened to him there, but he actually dies from poison. He's wounded by what they assume is a giant snake. But, you know, realistically, that sounds crazy. But, you know, where we're at, you know, what doesn't sound crazy? Now, here's the part of the game where I'm starting to, you know, not remember what I need to do. So bear with me. But again, I'm kind of doing this playthrough raw. A candle. Great. Okay, sweet. We're finding lots of ammunition over here. So we took a clip off of Richard. And there's going to be another little pushable shelf here. So we'll go ahead and move that. Okay, sweet. There's not a zombie back here. It's too dark to see anything. So, Chris is supposed to have a lighter on him, but I can't seem to find it. Where the fuck is my lighter? Why can't I get to my lighter? Basically, Jill has a, unless I have to find it. I don't know at this point. This game's so old at this point in my memory. Maybe I don't have the lighter, but I always thought Chris had the lighter and Jill had the lockpick, and that was basically like how they offset each other, but, you know, maybe I'm wrong. So it looked like Richard must have got, you know, shed some blood in that back room there, stumbled over here, and kind of made his way to his own death. Essentially what happens with Richard is you'll find him and he's still conscious, I can't say that word, and you'll actually have to get him a serum. Now, in this version of the game, even if you get him the serum, he will die. But in the remake, or the Resident Evil 1 remake, you can actually save him, and he will actually die later in the game. So he almost gets to a point where he's kind of, you can kind of rescue him in that version. But in this version, he dies either way. He gives you a radio if you're Jill, and essentially you can kind of, you know, navigate some of the game that way. So I'm going to make another quick run here to the stash. A lot of footwork, especially as Chris in this game, so you might as well just get used to it. You really have to plan out your thought process here before you're kind of running back and forth. And one weird thing about this game so far, I've found 0 ink ribbons. I don't know if that's by design or if I'm just playing this game that poorly that I can't find any of them. But, yeah, that's not great. So I'm going to put the crust there. The knife can just go fuck off. Alright. I know at some point I need to go downstairs on the other side and use some of the mansion keys. So I'm actually going to get them both out real quick. I think I'm just going to do the trek. Fuck it. I got to go back to the main hallway here, so we'll just do that real fast. Come on, Chris. I wonder if we can get in this room. Holy shit. I might as well just complete this shit. I'm already over here. Fuck it. Of course, I put every key away but the fucking armor key of all of them. That is kind of one pain in the ass thing about this game, is if you don't memorize which keys go to what, You're gonna miss a couple of things here or there, which is, you know, not the worst, but I hate doing all this fucking backtracking, especially when I'm trying to record. Come on. So this middle room here, I forget what all happens in this room. I believe there's a zombie in here. And I guess there must be another armor room key somewhere because he hasn't discarded this yet. Phew. Dirty motherfucker. So there's two rooms in here, and I remember getting into this room, like I said, I'm going to keep going back to my childhood a lot with this game, but I remember getting in here for the first time and just thinking, oh, no shit, there's the lighter. I'm an idiot. I guess Chris is at a severe worse disadvantage in this game than I remember. But I just remember, like, these are those mysterious rooms in these kind of games where it's like, you know, what do I do here? I believe there's a red herb there on that other, in that other area, but I'm just gonna avoid that for now. I need the inventory slot for this other room. I'm assuming I need it to pick something up over here, but I guess we'll see. If I remember correctly, there's some sort of puzzle or something in here. There should be like a fish tank and some other shit, and I believe there's an ink ribbon here. No, I'm not going to pick any of those up. I can just save state using this the PlayStation Classic emulation, so... What? So that drains the water out of that. I believe we can go over here and push that. My dear Alma, the fact that you received this letter. Okay, so if you guys want to read this, I'm just going to skip through it so that you can visually see these. You can pause the video if you want to read this stuff. These are really good diaries, and if you want to read them, I highly recommend it. It adds to the story greatly, especially in these early Resident Evil games, the ones on PlayStation. So essentially that diary, I believe, is about a researcher here. He knows he's infected, but he's going to end up dying at some point, so he basically is like warning his wife or something that he's probably not going to make it home. Did I really just come in here for shotgun ammo? Is that it? In Jill's version of this room, you find Barry in there reading a document. Basically, you kind of catch him off guard. So, I'm glad we kind of hit that room. We're gathering shotgun ammunition because we're about to make the trek to the other side of the mansion. I have to do that. And just before we do that, I'm going to actually get on here and see what this guy's doing. God, fucking die, buddy. Done? Enough of your shit. Okay, I guess this door is unlocked. Great. Another herb. Now, I totally didn't realize that you could do this for the longest time, but if you light this fire, this is actually a map. In the remake of this game, the game's a lot more forgiving as far as like where items are located and stuff. I had no idea that you had to use the lighter there. That just blew my fucking mind. And the helmet key is going to be another key that we basically are going to be looking for. That is like, I believe it only unlocks one door, and I think it's that door that we just tried. So we'll get that much later in the game, but the armor key right now is the big one. I'm trying to figure out where all that stuff is to unlock some of those doors. And I believe there must be one more here floating around somewhere. So I'm going to make one more quick run to the stash, guys. Just bear with me here. And then we're going to head to the other side of the mansion and start kicking a bunch of ass over there. Because I haven't even been really on that side a whole lot. There's a few doors I need to unlock and a puzzle that I need to solve as well. So at this point, we have 3 of the 4 keys. We have 2 of the 4 crests. And the other 2 crests, I know exactly where they're at. We need to go solve a puzzle on the other side of the mansion to get one of the crests. And then I will show you guys where the other one is. It's with one of our dear friends here that we're about to meet. The fuck? Put you away. I don't believe that we need this key, but we do need one of these keys for downstairs. And actually, we're going to be coming back to this item box. We're actually on this side of the mansion that we need to be, but the problem is we can't approach the area that we need to get to from this side. So we're going to have to go across the hallway, go back down to the first floor from the lobby area that we came in after the dogs attacked us, and essentially make our trek from there. I know it's a lot of fucking running around, but I mean, this is how this mansion's set up. It's built to be this like giant maze, and it does a really good job at that. So I've already unlocked all these doors. We already know where all these lead to at this point. Like I said, we just need to head back downstairs to grab a few more things to do a little bit more housework here. So, shit, I bet you one of these down here is the armor room key. Is it you? Son of a bitch. So here's the notorious, what most people use as the first room of their playthrough. Up there is the first floor map. I'm not even going to grab it because I just simply don't need it. I honestly forget what's in here other than a zombie on the floor. Sneaky little fucker. What is over here? An ink ribbon? Alright, so there's an ink ribbon over here. Don't even waste your fucking time. If you're me, you don't need it. So I'm just going to keep running this whole area. I didn't need any of these items. Come on, Chris. So unlike Jill, Chris needs a mansion key to unlock this door. Jill can actually just straight up lockpick it. So she is a minor advantage over Chris from that extent. Here's the notorious dog hallway where they busted the windows. I don't even fuck with these dogs. I think there's a clip or 2 in that room, but I'm just going to ignore them for now. So we're going to have a few more... Oh my god, this armor key. A few more rooms on this side of the mansion. Here's where we're going to go to pick up the shotgun. I just wanted to make sure that it was unlocked. Of course, it's going to go through this whole loading in it. Wait. Oh, this is a bathroom, my bad. Nothing useful. Might as well grab what's in here before we head over too. So, it's a bathtub filled with fucking water. I don't know why you would stick your hand in there, but whatever. It's almost weird thinking about the infection from the aspect of, like, someone was literally mid-bath or something while this was happening. I don't even understand who would be living here other than researchers. But, you know, whatever. So we're going to find another small key. And again, like earlier, we need to grab those as Chris because those drawers usually hide ammo or some other just odds and ends that we need to make sure that we pick up. Chris, it's vital to pick up literally every piece of handgun ammo that you find. With Jill, honestly, I've seen people play through this game, and as soon as they get the shotgun or the handgun, they basically just discard all of that shit. Because you find a grenade launcher. It's locked. Okay. There's a green herb back there I just saw as well, so make sure to pick that up if you're hurting. Right now, I'm in pretty good shape as far as, like, my healing items go. And again, I just wanted to make sure that door is unlocked. I'm going to put these keys away for now, because it looks like the armor key is the big one that we need. Are you... Yeah, that one's unlocked. And here's the door earlier that's going to take us to where the other safe room is. There's going to be a couple zombies in here, so I'm just going to dispatch them real fast as well. Ugly motherfucker. Stupid bald head. Come on. Get up. God, I really need that shotgun. Shit. Alright, we're not doing too bad. So, out that door is where we need to take the crest to use them. I'm not going to go out there right now because there's no reason to. Looks like you're bleeding out like a good little boy. So you're going to come to this room. Now, you can hear that there's crows in here. Essentially what this room is a giant puzzle. We need to figure this puzzle out to reveal the end goal here, which is getting this picture frame to fall. Don't press that button or these birds are going to come after you. So on the wall here, you're going to see a bunch of photos. We have to press these switches in order of the age of the boy. All of these pictures are of a boy that grows into a man. So basically what you want to do is you want to press the switches based off of the youngest to oldest. So if you go through the room here, you're going to see that it's listed like infant, lively boy, young man, whatever. We're looking for the newborn baby. So it goes newborn baby. I believe infant was over here. Of course, I fucked up and I hit the wrong one. Oh my word. These pictures don't show, like... So it's... Now we need the lively boy. Of course, there's nowhere to be fucking found. The next we want is the young man. I forget which one that is. Picture of a young man. There should be one of a tired middle-aged man or something like that. What was this one? Oh, this is basically the picture that basically shows you the... how to solve the puzzle. So those crows are going to just set up there and kind of annoy you. They're really not doing anything. So you don't have to really stress them a whole lot. So once you press all those in order, again, it's from youngest to oldest. We'll press this switch. This is going to reveal the key item here. If you fuck up, those crows are going to come and peck your fucking face apart, so don't fuck up. Stupid ass birds. Which is weird that I'm calling them stupid. They're like one of the smartest creatures on the planet, I think I read one time. So what I'm going to do real quick is just dispatch this crest out here into the this item area. This is actually outside of the mansion. So there is a dog out here. I'm just going to avoid him for now, because fuck that dog. I hate fighting the dog enemies in these early Resident Evil games. They're such a fucking nightmare. So this thing here is basically telling you this is where these crests go. There's like wind, fire, sun, whatever. Great. Just for the inventory space, I'm just going to use this one now real quick. And then I'm going to run away from that dog like a total coward. Now, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get back to the inventory room, which we just unlocked here. So this actually ties us all together with all of this stuff now. So we literally should be able to get through the mansion from start to finish, one end to the other, without really many interruptions at this point. And at this point, we should have every crest but one. And we should have just about every key but one. So I'm going to take the broken shotgun. And I'm going to put these keys away. And I'm going to get that armor key back out, since every fucking key in this place is an armor key. So I'm going to cut off here. We're going to go get the shotgun in the next part. And we're going to use those crests and fight a little mini boss. So back for part 3 here shortly.